Okay. So let's just use this opportunity to get the community also to interact with you and ask you two questions. I know that.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. So got some requests here. Um, Venkatesh, you can now speak. Anyone else also who's on the speaker list can just unmute and interact, get your questions just to me. Okay. Oxchima, ETH, Rudy, unmuted. So I'm just unmuting a bunch of people, so we just go fast. And Shashi. So you're all unmuted. First to speak goes on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Yeah, feel free to unmute or send a question, or even if you just want to have a conversation about anything that's going on with me, Pyro Evolution, and others as well too.
Yeah. Okay. So let me just chip this in. Let's. I said this at the beginning, but let me just say this for the first time. I didn't mention this to you earlier, Justin, but I think this is the first time I'm mentioning it. So we started doing these spaces with Pi and the Metaverse, and then we entered Pi NFT, and then we did Pi KYC, and now we're doing Pi Web3. So you can trace a pattern here. We're dealing with next generation uh, internet subjects, prospects, and trying to get everyone to understand them and see how they can position and see what's up with them and all of that. But where did the inspiration come from? I'm just going to share where the inspiration came from now. On this spaces screen for everyone to see, it was actually from you. I don't know if you can see this comment now on the screen on the dashboard. Pi NFT, Pi DeFi, Pi DAOs. That's what it's called, right? So I remember when I saw this comment some months back, and as a newbie, I was like, man, I'm so behind. I need to learn about all of these things. I need to know what NFTs, what DeFi, what DAOs, and the other key terms are. And then I was like, okay, why not? Why learn alone? Why not call people who can educate me on this and get everyone along and let the whole community, people who need to learn about this, learn about it. And that's how we started with the metaverse and IQ spoke and NFTs. So we still have two topics, which is DeFi and DAOs. That's what it's called, right? DAOs.
Yeah, DAOs.
Okay, yeah. So we still have DeFi and DAOs coming up as the next two topics. I don't know which one will be first. We have not decided, but
Yeah. I could talk about. I'll start with DeFi first. So DeFi is decentralized finance, and clearly,
but
like,
sorry, but that would not be now in this space. We are going to organize another DeFi space. So
yeah. Okay.
separate space
Yeah,
for
yeah, we'll
DeFi
talk
and
more
separate
about
space for
that.
DAO.
Yeah, Pi DeFi
Yeah,
is still not here yet, and we'll talk more about that in the future as well too.
yeah, great. Okay, so everyone, you can learn Pi. Yeah, I'm sure learn Pi will definitely speak Pi coin. You guys speak. I'm unmuting you guys now, and any person who I unmute who's not speaking, I may just have to remove you from the speaker list so other people can get a slot to speak. Yeah. Um,
Hey, hello everyone.
Hey, how's it going?
Uh, I'm from Pakistan. I'm just asking to you that I am following Pi application from round about 2 or 3 years ago, but still there is no value and nothing is update. Any? Can you brief about it?
You're talking about like what? There's no Pi token, no Pi value. Is you want me to comment on that part, or I guess just for clarity on your question?
yeah, he was talking about value.
Yeah, obviously, and that's why like everybody wants Pi to go mainnet, because they want Pi to have transactional value, dollar value, or real use case. I think that the everybody wants that, and again, like the team is not in a rush to do that, just only because they're still working on the development of the platform, but also too, I'd imagine from what the internal projects were like, they were figuring out both the KYC and mass KYC process before going that, because like that, if that wasn't solved or still isn't solved, then it's like you can't open up the network or get it fully decentralized, at least in the way that they want to go about it, the Pikecore team. And so they were trying to solve those problems first before launching the token out, because if they didn't solve that, assuming that if they want to follow the rule that they have to KYC everybody, then some people will get the token, some people don't. And also too, from the back end side, there was a lot of fraud. Like a lot of people are creating multiple accounts. They were referring themselves, or they're just doing a lot of stuff. So they wanted to. The goal was to try to go clear out and validate it. Like you saw people with like 30 phones, 50 phones, 100 phones. Like it was a normal thing. And there's some people out there that are showing the screenshots of how much pie they have, and it's
Yeah,
it's an insane amount.
I personally saw someone with one phone but 30 accounts, with a clone.
Yeah, we all know that happens, and again, there's some people out there like showing off their screenshots, and they, whether it's real or fake or not, who knows? But like they have like crazy amounts of pie, and which is fine. But if they got legitimately, if they didn't, they wanted to clear that out. But again, like I agree that they're currently not mainnet at the moment. They do want to get to mainnet. I do think that it needs to get to mainnet before there's actual DApp or DApp value to be created. There are other chains, other blockchains I've seen, like they have a live mainnet, but it's a test net. Like Polkadot has Kusama. Kusama is like their test net, but it's a live token, and it has value also. But Pi is
Don't interrupt. Yeah.
no worries. Yeah, so in terms of like Pi value, I guess we'll have to wait till mainnet launches. The block of mainnet launching is, one, the team and development is not ready yet, and two, I'd imagine it's like they're still solving, or they were trying to solve the KYC process, but then also too, there was like the mining lockup period as well too, reduction of mining as well. I think that the thing that needed to be solved was
YKC.
reducing inflation. I don't know the legal, so I'm not like part of the legal team. Obviously the KYC side is very different than a lot of other chains in terms of the process of launching a new token. I would imagine that it's because they want to comply with regulation across each jurisdiction. Obviously, it's controversial because if the company is based in the U.S., then I just learned too that the team couldn't work with people in Iran or other places, and I again, like I don't have nothing to do with legal, and I'm not part of the Pikecore team now, but it is the team is currently based in the U.S., and so that causes the U.S. enforces the rules and then pushes it down to the other countries, and if it doesn't, then they're going to shut down. The U.S. can actually go to like the other government and try to work with them to shut it down or whatnot, or like if you look at like Singapore, for example, even though Singapore is like independent, but they